Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and I am back with another build. So this is probably going to be the last Overwatch build for at least a couple weeks. I've been too busy to keep up with the Overwatch builds, and I'd like to do some other builds as well. But this is a gym because, well, we just got a fitness pack, so it kind of makes sense, I think. And somebody suggested at some point doing like a gym for like Reinhardt and Zarya, like the most, I guess, athletic characters in the game, sort of. Um, but yeah, the idea for me was just like, we've got this new pack. It's kind of really modern or almost futuristic, and it really fits kind of the Overwatch style as I think it would be. So, yeah, here it is. I just wanted to do it because I wanted to do a build with the new pack, and it fit the Overwatch style, and I felt like an Overwatch gym would be a good idea. So we're building this in San Myshuno, and this is like up on like some really high platform overlooking the city, and I'm guessing it's like an ocean. I don't know, but it's really pretty, and I figured this would be a really nice place for it. I'm not quite sure if this would be a place that Overwatch would have it. Like maybe when Overwatch was really popular in the world, before they were seen kind of as the bad guys, but I don't know. Um, but basically, the idea is just that I wanted to keep this sort of simple and sort of not simple. Like I wanted it to look sort of modern as well, and I kind of used the same style build that I used for the penthouse that I built for the Van show. I don't know why, but this is just, I like this shape for some reason. It's very interesting, and I don't know, I just liked it, I guess. And we have this really big vaulting on the wall. Yes, the wall decoration that came with the fitness pack. I don't know why, but I just really liked it, so I stuck with it. I considered using these base game windows and doors, but I think I changed them because I do quite like these windows that came with the new pack, and they match the wall decoration in a way. Trying to mess around with some different ideas for the windows wasn't working too well. And then we get to the back of this, and I thought, you know what? Considering the view, we probably should use some like really big windows. I tried out some different things with like platforms, and then I realized that I wouldn't be able to put in stairs at the front of the build. So you know what? Never mind, just leave it. Um, so we changed the door, I think. I don't know which door I end up using, but I I don't know. But yeah, here at the back, I just wanted big windows that you could enjoy the view even if you're working out at the gym, because why not, really? Gave the windows a slight orange tinge to it because I kind of liked it. Um, and then I had this thing with like the rock climbing treadmills. I think that's what they're called technically. Well, I wanted them to be kind of in the middle there, but it wasn't working well, and I didn't like it, so I ended up moving them, which you'll see in a bit. In the meantime, I was trying to think about what else I could put in this empty space at the front. I think I don't put anything in for a bit. And I do end up adding a sign up there because I figured a sign makes sense for a public building. It makes it look more like it would be a gym as well, instead of just a home. So instead we have the treadmill rock climbing things over there at the back wall, and just kind of a balcony overlooking them in a way, which is kind of funny. But yeah, just trying to figure out the layout here. I really wanted to put in a pool, and I'd initially thought about putting it in the back, where I ended up putting these treadmills, and I was like, where do I put it now? So I had this idea, maybe I can do it like in the basement, which was possible, but I didn't like the idea because then you wouldn't have any natural light in there. But in the end, I ended up putting it here. And it's basically just behind the desk at the entrance. Like most gyms have some kind of a desk, I think, right? So there's a bit of a desk there where you, I guess, sign in if you're new or something. I don't know. Since this is an Overwatch gym, I'm guessing that's just where you show your like Overwatch badge, and then they're like, okay, go in, and it's all fine. Using this really shiny flooring from the City Living pack as well because it's really nice. And, like, I never know whether to put wood in gyms or not, but I do really like it. So I kind of, I don't know. I like the look of wood, so I kind of stuck with it. Using this really dark blue tile at the pool, and putting in some of these lights to make it look like they're like lanes to cement. Using the really shiny wallpaper and flooring to make it look like what's the best way to explain this? Almost like it's glowing, like almost like the pool is glowing. I figured that would be a nice touch for something that is, like 60 odd years in the future. I think it's about that. I don't know. Changing the back wall there and trying to figure out where to put the staircase, which ends up going in there. I think I keep it black. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. Changing, putting in a wedding there as well. And then I realized, you know what, this is a really nice place for some treadmills. And I didn't end up using the treadmills from the new pack because I actually prefer the ones from the Spa Day pack. So I ended up using those because I just liked them better. I don't know if people disagree. You can easily enough change them if you'd prefer using the new ones, but I like the Spa Day ones, so that's what I stuck with. Just looking at some different things that I could put on the walls that we have left. Deciding which wage bench I like best, and I do quite like the ones that came with the new pack. And the blue tone in there, again, kind of matches with Overwatch. The logo being very blue and orange, which is coincidentally the colors I went with for this build. No, I did that on purpose, but yeah, I don't know, that's part of how I do themed builds. It's just colors. Colors work pretty well. The flooring, it's pretty orangey in itself already, so I didn't have to add too much orange in there, I don't think. But yeah, I did quite like that. We have a door to the outside because I wanted to put in a yoga area, and for some reason I just thought it would be nice to be able to do that outside the view and all that, so that's outside. We put in some of these boxing thingies. And then I realized I need a bar in here because for some reason I always put a bar in a gym. I don't know why. Maybe because the gym I used to go to when I was younger had a bar. I couldn't figure out if I wanted it to look over the treadmill thingies, like the wall climbing treadmills, or if I wanted it to look over outside. So instead, I just put it diagonally, so you can kind of decide where you want to look yourself. And then, some pretty basic, I think, in a way, bathrooms / locker rooms. I did quite like them, I have to say. The colors in there work really well. They're kind of dark in a way, but that does light up a bit when you add the lockers and everything in there. And I love those new things. They are so cool. And this new mirror is pretty cool as well. And it fit in between the lockers really nicely too. Putting in a small bench. I don't know if that back locker will still be usable, but you don't actually need that many lockers in The Sims 4. You would need a lot more in real life, probably. I don't know. It's fine for The Sims, I think. Messing around with some different wallpapers and stuff over here as well. Using the toilets from the Spa Day pack as well, because I don't like a lot of the toilets in game. I don't know if other people have that too. If you watch more of my builds, you'll probably notice that I tend to stick to like the Spa Day one or one of the base game ones, because the rest of them look kind of weird to me. I don't know why, they just do. But yeah, that was basically it for the locker rooms. As I said, they're fairly simple. And then here, I had watched the Sims live stream of this pack, They were talking about how these lights kind of looked like they could be part of a rock climbing wall. And I really liked this idea. And I remember seeing a post where they had kind of a rock climbing wall thing above a pool, which was really nice so that, if you'd fall in the water, you wouldn't really hurt yourself. So I figured I'd kind of use that same idea over here, which is, I don't know, it worked out pretty well, I think. It's kind of simple, and obviously it doesn't actually work that way. But it just made this back wall look a bit more interesting. I'm putting in some of these plants which make the place look, I don't know, more finished, I guess. Over here, the pool that I went to all the time when I was growing up was kind of a tropical style pool, so I guess that's why I wanted to use these very tropical looking plants. But yeah, I like them in there. And then I got to this front desk and I was like, okay, front desks are always so boring, and I don't know, it's just, how do I make this look futuristic? If we had like island counters that matched the bar that I used upstairs, this one, then that would have been quite easy. But we don't have counters that properly match those. Like, we have the base game one, but not like as in the funky shapes and stuff on the front and lights. So I kind of sat there and went, okay, how do I want to do this? I think I just don't end up using the bar at all, and I think I end up using the counters from this perfect patio pack. I'm not entirely sure though, but I think I do. But yeah, I do. I keep it fairly simple. Just put up 2 TVs like so. Put up some decorations as well. Nothing too special to it really. Put in a plant there at some point, and then just some seats. You'll see in a bit that I put in just to finish it off, I think. Oh, right, and I put in these, like, I don't know, protein and whatever thingies from the spa day pack. Looks like you can buy them at the gym. I mean, I guess it could work. I don't know. Oh yeah, and just finishing off the locker rooms with some proper details to make it look like public bedrooms, bathrooms. Let's try and pronounce this properly. But yeah, just putting in some seats there as well in case you're waiting for someone or whatever. And thinking about what to put on the wall here. You'll see me messing around with things for a little bit. This poster was pretty cool, but I wasn't too sure about it. And you'll see in a bit that I start going, okay, you know what? Nope. This needs to be a proper Overwatch thing. So we put in the satellite. That wall decoration I just want to put in because it fits the rest of the build, kind of. The shapes and stuff. And then we end up putting in this big map in a couple places where I assume like something, like a dot or something pops up to show if there's an issue somewhere, and like the speakers all around the place so that there can be an announcement about it in case, the Overwatch agents are needed somewhere in the world. So that's kind of the idea I had. And then I got to this kind of last bit of building that I had to finish, and I wasn't too sure what to put in there. At some point I went, okay, you know what, never mind, I'll probably just leave it empty for a bit. It does end up having something in there, but you can see that I just wasn't sure about how to do this. I figured it out. I figured, you know what, if you're using the weights machines, you should also still be able to look outside, because we've got the treadmills upstairs already that look outside. So I figured this should be a bit different. I end up using the different wall dividers from the ones I've used here. Yeah, I put a couch over there. I figured maybe, the rock climbing thingies are really popular, so let's, put some seats there in case you want to wait for them, I suppose. Possibly. I don't know. I'd wait for them. I'd love having something like this. I actually really enjoy rock climbing, but Usually you need like a partner for it, and I don't really have any friends that live nearby that would go with me, so I never am able to. So these walk climbing treadmills are kind of really awesome, and I wish there was a gym nearby that had these. Um, but yeah, I end up putting in these mirrors as wall dividers instead of the wooden slat thingies that we used before. Um, and then just put some of these mirrors in as like a final wall decoration over there, because the wall doesn't have any windows, so we need some stuff in there. Then I put in um, the yoga trainer thingy. I don't quite know where I'm supposed to put the yoga mats though on that one, which is kind of tricky to figure out. But I kind of also got to the point where I was like, you know what, it's fine, whatever, leave it be. But yeah, I'm trying to see if I could find a place inside to put it. I couldn't. Instead, inside we make an extra room, which is kind of a meditation room, which I'm guessing is for like Hanzo and Genji and Zenyatta, because those are like the meditating people. But I do really like this room, how it ends up looking. Messing around with some different wall patterns, and then I realized, you know what, this base game one is really nice for this for this kind of room. And then just putting in some decorations and stuff to finish it off, which worked out a lot better than I'd expected, really. Putting in some of these lotus candle holders, which are really cute. And then I also add some lotus, like scent thingies. I don't know what they're called, but scent thingies I think is clear enough. And just putting in some last wall decorations and stuff. I wasn't too sure if I wanted to put like these wooden sled thingies underneath the meditation things, because I do use this quite a lot. But I didn't think it would be right for this build. Instead, we use some wall decorations from the City Living pack, because there's quite a few of them that also kind of fit the style that I was going for. And then just putting in some more candles over there. You can see I really wanted to put something underneath the meditation thingies, but it just wasn't working. Messing around with some ideas here for flooring to use outside, because I didn't feel like the yoga mat should be on concrete. The concrete I just used because that's what is used in the rest of this area, because we're obviously up in the sky, probably on some kind of artificial whatever. I think it's some kind of building, but I don't know. It's a really weird thing. I don't know. That's all I can say. And then just finishing off this last area with some more decorations. Lots of these lotus candle holders, because they work really well, I think, for like yoga and meditation areas. And then using some of these plant boxes at the end here to kind of block off the area, sort of, in a way, I guess. But yeah, I did like that as like a last detail. And then just putting in some seats and a plant or something. And yeah, that's about it, I think, for outside. Changing the color of one of those, which makes, I don't know, it was fun, I think. Putting in some lights behind there, and I went in with Zarya because I needed him to go in with, and I went in so that I could change all the colors of the lights. Maybe I should have cut this out because it's not very interesting to watch, but it's sped up fast enough that it doesn't take too long. And the lights we put outside have a blue color, and these all have different colors, so that it kind of actually does look like a wall climbing wall, which I think is kind of a fun thing, like a fun detail. The colors are not too bright because I need some other lights in there as well, so that the places aren't too dark, but I think it works out okay in the end. But yeah, this pool looks so shiny with the wallpaper and the flooring of this Spade pack that I'm really happy with it. Also using some of these new lights, which are really cool, I think. Putting some more decorations in there. I think I put some seats over here. Did I use this couch? I might have used this couch. I'm not quite sure. I think so, because you can so easily fit them together as if they are one big couch. Again, I'm not sure why there's not a big couch, but it's there, so I don't know. And then just going around making sure that I use enough lights, but not too many lights. Using some of these lights from the pack, the fitness pack, because they are pretty cool. Using some more decorations over there. Just using these simple sports lights because I think they work for this kind of modern build. Checking that there's enough lights, putting some lights behind this wall decoration thing to finish it off. And then we have this little fountain. As I said, I just needed something in there, so I figured let's go with a fountain, make it look as shiny as the pool. And then put in some simple fountain thingies. Yeah, there's not much to it, but yeah, it works. But here we are in screenshots. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I don't know if it's necessarily very Overwatchy, but it works well enough, I guess. But yeah, if you want to download this, as always, there's a link down in the description that will take you to the gallery where you can just hit the download button and let me know what you want to see me build next. Overwatch builds will be back in like a week or 3, 4. But that's it, so I'll talk to you next time. Bye guys!